Hello friends, we have been learning actually very interesting paper, that is fourth paper, biostatistics, from your semester 5th. My friends, I myself Dr. Bhagwan Mali. We know that in the since last we have to say that 5 lectures we have been getting idea related with the biostatistics, as we have learned about the scope and significance of the biostatistics in the life sciences, or when we have to go for the selection of a sample, processing of the sample, or analysis of sample, and then reach up to the conclusion in case of the any set experiments is there. So in that one, today we have to get idea about randomness. Now, there in case of the randomness, you will have to keep in mind, my friends, what is need of that one, why we have to go for the random selection process. As already known to you, when I will ask you to go in the market and select actually the 3 very quality potato seller from the market, then you will go there, more than 22 potato sellers are there, then randomly you will select by viewing all these things quality potato sellers, and then you will tell that the second number, then third number, and then 18th number, these 3 sellers are having the potato of a good quality, and that can be purchased by us, or we can select out of that 3 again one potato seller. So this is a simple random sampling method is there. Out of 21 22 potato seller, we have selected the 3, and then we have started the purchasing of the quality potato having a very nice size, and we have to say that the tasty potato from the one of the seller. So this is the random. What is need of all these things? Kyun jarurat padi? Although we are having a lot of methods of selection of a sample, then also why we have to go for the random method? Because we have to keep in mind, this is a random method is commonly used to create a simple random samples. Simple random samples. This leads to survey of a completely random group of people, provide a realistic data. Common method of doing this includes the drawing a names out of the hat or using a random digit chart. A random digit chart is simply a large table of the random digits. My friends, you have to keep in mind, when suppose one example, simple example I will keep about you in case of random selection of a sample. My friends, we know that we are having a group of a 20 students, and somebody will have to provide us a tea and nasta, isn't it? Tea, and we have to say that refreshment. So what we will do, that 20 students will gather together, then somebody will take some piece, common size, common color, and a piece. On that piece of paper they will write name of the each and every candidate on separate piece of paper. So after writing, fold the papers, and then we have to keep on the table, isn't it? And we will ask to somebody, some other fellow, just to pick up the at least 3. We have to cheat out of that 22, because we know that one fellow will have to give us a refreshment, another fellow will pay for the refreshment, and third fellow will have to pay for the tea. So 3 candidates we want to select out of 22, those who are going to provide us we have to say that in the canteen there is some refreshment and tea. So that method is known to everybody. Most of the people using this one common method of drawing a sample, isn't it? Now, lottery method, my friends, you have to keep in mind, as already I have said to you, this is also one of the most popular practices used by the fellow. This is the most popular method, simplest method. In this method, all the atoms of the populations are numbered on a separate slips of a paper of the same size, shape, and color. That is most important. At the time of a drawing a sample by using a randomness method, at that time we have to keep the uniformity for each and everything. Then that paper are folded and mixed up in a container, एका डब्यामध्ये, एखाद्या कंटेनरमध्ये, एखाद्या प्लास्टिक पॉटमध्ये किंवा हॅटमध्ये आपण ते थरली मिक्स करायचे. द रिक्वायर्ड नंबर ऑफ द स्लीप्स, required number of slips, just now I told you, we should require 3 slips are selected at a random for the desired sample size, isn't it? So that is lottery method. Now, example of lottery method, if you want to select 5 students out of the 50 students, then we must write their names on their names or their numbers means roll numbers of all the 50 students on the slips and mix them. Then we make a random selection of the 5 students. This method is mostly used in a lottery draws. If the universe is a infinite, this method is a inapplicable. My friends, you have to keep in mind, lottery method is only possible when there is a population size is a small. But whenever that infinite number of individuals are there in a population, then this is not applicable lottery method. Then use of a random number table. Yes, we can use the random number table. Lottery method cannot be used when population is a infinite. The alternate method using table of the random numbers. There are several standard tables of the random numbers are there. The one that is a Tipper's table is there. Fisher's and Yates table, Kendall's and Smith's table are the 3 tables. Among them are used to select the sample by using the random number table. A random number table is so constructed that all the digits 0 to 9 appear independent of each other with equal frequency. Keep in mind, if we have to select a sample from the population size of n 100, then the number can be combined 3 by 3 to give the number from 001 to 100. So how to number the sample, that is also written here. Suppose there are the 100 individuals are there in the population and we want to select the sample from that one. At that time, what we have to do, we have to number those samples by using 3 digits, that is 0010, then 002, like that one. 10 is there, 010. Then suppose there is a 19, 019, and then 100, like that you have to label the things. Now procedure to select the sample using the random number table is given here. In this actually procedure, units of the population from which sample is required signed with the equal number of digits. Equal number of digits will have to give to them. When the size of the population is less than 1000, 3 digit numbers, less than 1000, 3 digits number we have to use. 000, 001, 002, like that up to 999 are assigned. We may start at any place and may go in any direction, such as column wise, or we have to say that row wise in a random number table, but consecutive numbers are to be used. Keep in mind, my friends, in this method, selection of a sample, what we have to do, we have to first of all give the numbers to that one in digit manners, and after giving number, then we'll have to say at the time of selection, next step is that we'll have to go row wise or we have to go a column wise, but consequent number, in the sense once we have started from the number that is of a 038, then continuously we'll have to go for that 038, 039, 040, like that, and 041, like that, like we'll have to go. So consequent number we'll have to select at the time of selection of a sample. As on the basis of size and population and random number table available with us, we proceed according to our convenience. If any random number is greater than the population size, and then can be subtracted from the random number drawn. This can be repeatedly until the number is less than the n or equal to n. Keep in mind, what is that? So here one of the example has been given to you, my friends. According to this example, here an area there are 500 families. In area there are 500 families are there. Using the following extract from the table of random number, select the sample of a 15 families to find out the standard of living and those of families in this area. Again, I will tell to you once, and we'll have to first of all try to understand the question. पहिल्यांदा क्वेश्चन कळायला पाहिजे, then it will be very easy to give the answer of that one. प्रश्न असा आहे की आपल्या एरियामध्ये 500 फॅमिलीज आहेत, त्या 500 फॅमिलीचा आपण अभ्यास करायचा आहे आणि त्या 500 फॅमिलीतलं आपल्याला किती 15 फॅमिलीज बाहेर घ्यायच्या आहेत आणि त्या 15 फॅमिलीच्या आधारे, रँडम सॅम्पलच्या आधारे वी हॅव टू ॲक्च्युली conclude either the standard living is a very high, or we have to say that middle, or we have to say that low, isn't it? That we have to decide with the help of this random table. So what we have to do, 500 families आपल्याला सांगितलं, 500 families are there. So you have to keep in mind what standard living of those. Then we are having the data with us. By viewing this data, it would be very difficult. So what is the procedure? Then use of a random number table, personal bias is eliminated. As we have seen 15 families we have to, so you have to select either row or either I have to say that the कॉलम. मग एका रोजपासून सुरुवात केली आपण, फक्त 15 त्यातले पुन्हा फॅमिलीचे फिगर्स बाहेर घेतल्या पेमेंटच्या, आणि नंतर आपल्या लक्षात असं आलं की दॅट व्हॅल्यूज आर मोर दॅन दॅट ऑफ 500पेक्षा जास्त आहेत. मग काय केलं, पुन्हा सबस्ट्रॅक्शन केलं आपण त्या नंबरमधून, आणि मग आपल्याला आलेल्या फिगर दॅट विल हेल्प अस टू फाइंड आउट द standard of living of the families. Now use of random number table, personal bias is eliminated. Personal bias is, as the selection depends solely on the chances. A random sample is a generally representative sample for a homogeneous population. Heterogeneous population असेल the random number table cannot be applicable. There is a no need for the thorough knowledge of the units of the population. संपूर्ण अभ्यास त्या पॉप्युलेशनचा असणं गरज नाही. The accuracy of the samples and tested by the examining another sample from the same universe when the universe is a unknown. This method is also used in another methods of a sampling. With this, my friends, I will say to you thank you very much. But before completing this task, you will have to do one thing. You will have to solve the many I have to say that the problems by using the data, by going through other, we have to say that the reference books you will have to refer. Try to solve the questions, try to solve this. I have to say that the this type of a randomness selection method, then it would be very easy to understand about what actually has been done or what exactly has been included in this lottery method or randomness method, or we have to say that the non-random methods, whatever we have studied in the previous lectures, in the last lectures. With this, I will say that, my friends, thank you very much. In this slide also you will be able to see that Dillonyx regia गुलमोहर आहे. गुलमोहराची झाडं अतिशय छान फुलं दिसत आहेत, निसर्ग सुंदर आहे. दिस फोटोग्राफ टेकन बाय माय सेल्फ, माय फ्रेंड्स. लाईक दॅट ऑल्सो यू हॅव टू हॅव द हॉबीज टू प्रिपेअर द प्रेझेंटेशन अँड show to the peoples whatever known to you. With this, thank you very much.